clusterfuck coming together. Like a well-oiled something.
You're gonna make love to the wave when it's up. I know you. You get naked, you're gonna whip your cock out there, and you're gonna fuck that wave.
Bottle of gas in the jerry.
There's one piece of art we really wanted to be near because it just made sense, and there's a pier project which is just on the other side of the truck here, and it's got a crashed Spanish galleon in the end of it, and we thought the wave being in any vicinity of that would be a really cool thing. It would just add to the whole theme in this area, and the Burning Man art placement agreed, and they placed us here. So we wanted to place the wave in such a way that it's kind of intersecting and crossing the bow of the boat like we had smashed it with our wave up against the dock. And at the same time, it's lined up with the man. So if you'll look right down the crest of the wave, you'll be able to see the man and get a really cool shot. So it's why we chose to place it the way we have. So we have 10 frames. Each base is going to have 2 frames erected and screwed into it, and then from there we'll cross brace each of the bases together so that it's structurally sound, right and left. Obviously we're going to have to anchor this fairly early on. It might be the first thing we do is anchor the bases and then erect from there.
Now we're unloading the truck, bringing the wave trusses out, and getting ready to start putting up the wave.
This is hard work, and it is often carried on in bad weather.
Way too much today. So, pretty exhausted. What's life if you don't live it, right? I think you're being threatened, my friend. And start getting her going.
Carpenters erect the scaffolding, which is an example of rough carpentry and does not require a high degree of accuracy or tool skill.
I had a shower today with a mister and everything. I'm one of many in the photography team. So there's lots of exciting stuff going on here. So I'm trying to do a little bit of documentation work. Because I know Dog, I know all the members of the team. I've been helping out here and there a little bit on the side. So I'm a little bit behind the scenes guy.
Vertumnus is one of the official photographers for Breaking Wave. He's supplied much of our documentation to date. Peace Arch project, he was there to build the Peace Arch project.
I helped build the wave for Burning Forest.
Oh yes, correct.
I was there for 3 weekends. So yes, I've been helping a little bit behind the scenes and just wherever I can because I like this project. I like the team, I like the people in it, and I think it's a neat idea. And I pumped up this wood up freaking stairs, man. I did.
That's been a major challenge, is taking the wood off the beaches. It's not easy, you know?
It's a lot of
you
work.
can't just go to Home Depot and buy this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yes, Dog.
Actually, you can.
early burn Wednesday. So many big burns going on, so we decided we'd go with an early burn. This is my first. Oh, Burning Man is my second Burning Man. My first art project.
You get in there really quick, right?
Fucking
You're
toss
you're
myself
riding
in
the
there.
wave, baby. You're
I'm riding the fucking wave.
You are. You need a surfboard with you up there or something like that.
This is a wave sculpture made out of drift lumber. Every piece of wood here has been scavenged from a beach.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's all construction grade lumber, so it's not big drift wood. Our inspiration was the Japanese tsunami and the debris that started to wash ashore on the west coast. This wood has been gathered from California, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia.
So they're probably from houses in Japan, huh?
Well, most of the wood's probably local from North America,
Oh,
but
really?
we do have a few pieces from Japan.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you for your work, man. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for stopping by. I guess I'm trying to direct the fucking traffic. Dog's barking out orders from his ladder. Ruff, ruff, woof, 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 woof.
One death, several broken arms, and 1,000 slivers. Oh, someone's gonna die on it. Someone's gonna fucking die.
Don't worry. Just make it look nice for opening a Burning Man. That's the prime. Oh.
Do you think I want to make it look like a piece of shit? Are there art critics here?
Yeah, there are.
They can go fuck themselves.
The construction debris from all over beaches. Most of it's got nails, screws, lag bolts in it. We're just safing this out because there's a potential that people may climb or sit on this piece, and we don't want them to get injured. So we're taking out any of the nails or screws that are poking through.
Pretty stoked with the position so close to the pier, and I've kept looking over to see when they were constructing something. People moving around, I want to come over and just screw a few bits of wood in and just like collaborate to make this, because I think what they're doing is awesome. I liked all the mini builds they've done. I think that's one of the things that made this project more than just something that arrived at Burning Man. It's something that came to the Peace Arches, which I went and visited, something they brought to the parties, the small one, just to illuminate the idea of the waste that is created by mankind in the rivers.
You're on to you, Mike. You're on to you.
Bringing something to Burning Man was something I wanted to do personally. Being my second year, not really knowing what to do the first year, it was important for me to bring something bigger than myself.
I've done a few things over the years, and I gotta say one of the things that I always wanted to do was to build a wooden structure and burn it. That's a quintessential Burning Man experience. There's people who are first and second year burners on our crew, and teaching them the teamwork aspects of things and the contribution and the rewards from those contributions. These are things that I felt that I really wanted to hand down to others.
The actual physical process of doing it was what mattered, not the sculpture itself, I suppose. Two very important sort of considerations here. The first is that the Bureau of Land Management in the United States is very fussy about the license they give Burning Man to this territory. They insist that it be no trace, that it be absolutely clean when we leave. The second consideration is if you have some kind of theme camp or whatever else, if you want to impress the Burning Man organization, then you leave your site and your art area as clean as possible, because any kind of moop they find will be used against you. If they find you left a dirty campsite or a dirty installation, then of course your chances next year of getting a grant or getting placement or getting some kind of consideration are pretty limited if you made a mess and they had to deal with it. Important to keep your camp and your art piece as clean as possible. This means picking up every little bit of splinter or nail or any kind of paper or any kind of litter at all has to be grabbed as soon as possible. Actually, I brought my own little flower arrangement out here, I guess, a few years ago. It didn't involve much responsibility. I just showed up and installed my thing, and that was it. So this is the first really big project I've been a part of in Burning Man. Actually, I've done lots of other art installations in other places. It's a wide open thing. Anybody can show up and propose any kind of art, and if you want to fund it yourself, you just show up and produce it and put it in place, and it's here for everybody to see. There is bureaucracy, of course, in getting things placed here and all that kind of thing. But by and large, if you want to bad enough, you can come here and put up any kind of art, crazy art you want to.
I know a bunch of crazy people from Vancouver that work on crazy art projects, and when I heard that they needed artists and people to help, I asked how and got on board. I have my own boat. I understand what the effect of the sea is with building barges and boats, and how they're left behind and how they're abandoned, and also how the environment can wash things ashore. And to me, reclaiming is the green idea for sustainable creation, and I thoroughly believe in the concept and the execution, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
The sun was coming up, and I was standing on the opposite side of the waves. I was watching the sun come up through the intricate, the lattice work, through the intricate detail and the interlacing of all the wood. And it was a pretty magical experience watching the rays of light come through and just bouncing off the little bits of dusty Playa around. Today is Sunday. I don't remember what day it is. The structure's finished. The wave is done. We're lighting it now. Mike worked all night on the LEDs. I did an all-nighter and finished the screwing of all the wood. And now we're putting the strobes in, the flashy flash. No, really, it's Burning Man, and like the guy with the blinkiest light wins. Now that it's all done, I'm having a shower.
Are you going to go to church?
Yes, we'll go to church.
No, this is, we have piles of wood here, and because it's decrepit wood, it's shedding a little bit onto the playa, so we've devised a means of sweeping it up into piles. There we got a sifting process. We're sifting out all the wood, so we're not leaving any wood behind.
I love that leave no trace. You guys are on it.
Well, we're sifting the sand here. You get all the particulates, all the splinters and bits and pieces of wood out of the fly dust around the sculpture here.
We hope we'll find gold here.
Well, we're proposing this is human waste. This is all the cut lumber. This is all lumber that
this is all
people threw overboard.
But it's all reclaimed lumber off of our beaches. So essentially your garbage.
And beaches, 90% of the stuff on the beaches is actually just waste from logging and milling operations.
How long have you been working on this project?
I guess we started in January, I think. We built this functional group going in circles and making plans.
Thinking about great ideas. Yeah.
You know, and then there's so many different opinions and ideas about how to do this.
Well, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to work. Thanks for bringing us the art.
to jump start the generator. Backing up to it in the dark, crunched it a little bit. The radiator hit the fan, which jammed it. Then when we actually did jump start it and get it started, the fan wasn't spinning and we burnt the belt off. So we spent a little while trying to repair it with inner tubes from a bicycle, and then some pantyhose, which ran for, what was that, about 20 minutes, something like that?
20 minutes.
And then eventually burned through. So we're going to be dark tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll go into town and try and buy a new belt. But hey, this is half the fun, is you run into these problems and you've got to troubleshoot, get it fixed, and I actually enjoy troubleshooting and fixing stuff on the fly.